My best wishes to all the viewers. Welcome back to DT Studio. Now I am discussing with the course Project Management and Valuation, which is prescribed for the final year civil engineering students of Diploma, Director of Technical Education in Karnataka. Now, with respect to project management, we are discussing so many issues. Now, this is the sixth class I am handling. Now, today I am going to discuss about more. I am going to emphasize more about the tender documents, and then tender preparations, and then pre-tender process, post-tender process, isn't it? And who can participate in the tender process, isn't it? Now, therefore, till now we have discussed about the projects, types of projects, and construction team, and then the stages in construction activity. Like we have discussed many things. Now today, in this class, I will take few minutes whatever we have discussed in the previous class, and now the whole class is now reserved for tender notice, pre-tender process, and then post-tender process, tender documents, who can be participated in the tender. This is what I am going to discuss today. Now, accordingly, now already we have discussed about this. That is planning, investigation of civil engineering projects, selection of project and preliminary survey. That is, we have discussed about this. All these we have discussed many more things about this. Now, detailed survey and site investigation we have discussed about it. And the manner of execution of the job. That is, whether it is to be executed departmentally or through contract. I told you about this in the previous class. Now, some small works, that is called petty works, we call it as petty chota small works. Now, the repair of culvert or repair of a leakage or pothole filling, immediate emergency, all those works can be executed through the department. Now, already I told you that. Please remember that is understand the difference between the owner and the contractor and the architects or consultants or engineers. You please understand construction team in a project, in a construction team. Construction team is one of the most important issues one should understand. Then only we can understand many more things. Now, therefore, each person will act in a different manner, and all contribution of all these three put together, we can complete the project. We can start the project and we can complete the project. Isn't it? Now, in between this, these three people put together what they are going to do, how they will do it, and the responsibility of each person. All these things will be discussed. One by one, we will discuss about it. Therefore, some small works like well leakage of water leakage, or UGD leakage, or a small culvert repair. Now, some limitation will be there, isn't it? For everything, there will be limitation. Limitation means, I will discuss something little more about the organization of our, the project organization, and also the administration organization. We have powers and limitations, responsibilities of each person in the activity. Now, here, please understand the owner. Owner may be an individual. Owner may be a government, isn't it? Therefore, we should follow so many procedures. Unless we follow the procedure, your project will be very complex, unable to complete it within the stipulated time, unable to utilize that in the right time. Now, therefore, let us follow. Now, let us understand that the government is one side and the contractors is the other side. The government is employing the engineers and the government is preparing the projects. The government is the owner, and we are all the engineers are the employees of the government, and the builder are the contractor. Now, these three persons who pays the money is the owner, and who prepares the project is the engineer or an expert, and who builds according to the wishes of the engineer and the owner is the contractor. Therefore, for small works we can execute through our own. The engineer can execute it. The government can execute it. For small jobs mean like repairs. that is 500, 5,000 rupees, 1,000 rupees. Now, an engineer, suppose if you are a department engineer, we have no powers to spend money, isn't that? We have powers to spend money to different levels. Now that we will discuss in length about the roles and responsibilities of engineers. Now we have different stages of engineers. We will discuss about that, isn't it? Now therefore, now the small works we can execute it are the construction of the building, construction of the culvert, construction of the bridge, or whatever project you constructing or building. Now we need to follow the procedure and we need to employ the that is contractor, isn't it? Now therefore that is what it is explained here. And depending upon the urgency, sometimes no rain above. No, this time our Karnataka has many rain evokes in Madikeri and also in the Shiradi Ghats. Now there were emergency works to be taken up, isn't it? Then the procedure will be followed later. But strictly speaking, we should follow the procedure and do it. But unfortunately, we can't do it. We can't follow the procedure. If you follow the procedure, the damage will be much more. Therefore, emergency works should be executed. How it has to be executed, and we should know about it. And the availability of resources, depending upon the availability, and the position of the constitution of reference to the network. All these things we have discussed in the previous class. And this is layout. Any contract, any construction, any project. So you are building any project you build, but you need to organize or plan. Yeah. Job, this is called job layout. Isn't it? Job layout, sometimes it will be asked in the examination. What are the advantages of job layout? Right, a typical layout of a job layout for the building a bridge or building a dam or building a road. Now this is for the construction of the bridge. Now this, the contractor has planned, the engineer and contractors together, they have planned and they have organized. That is, we have discussed about this. You please kindly go through. This is a typical, another typical. Now we have explained about this. Now if you want to little more about this, you can refer this in the previous class. And similarly, now we have discussed about this. Now the technical planning, that is detailed drawing, design, the estimation, and departmental or contract. Now these are the technical, that is technical planning one should organize, and the engineer, a consultant, or the project engineer, project manager should know about these things, isn't it? I told you that is, no, I think we have stopped here in the last class. The bottlenecks, now, see the not clearing the ground for the building the project, constructing the project, progressing, isn't it? That is one major issue. We are not accorded the permission of the forest authorities. We are unable to conduct these. Now, therefore, we must go on. We can't stop. Now, the work is commenced and we can't stop it, isn't it? Now, once if you commence the project, it should flow continuously. Therefore, we need to visualize. Now, those are the, sometimes, if you go around the city, you can recognize the road is constructed and stopped at one point because the road is not, the property has not acquired, the building has not demolished, or the sewerage system is not shifted, isn't it? Electrical pole is not shifted. Therefore, they need to stop the job. They can't continue that. They stop and they will further proceed. That leads to many complications, isn't it? That incurs, that is lost to the contractor, isn't it? And time consumption. You cannot follow the schedule, isn't it? Therefore, that leads to that is the many the project will be slow, isn't it? Therefore, now let us be very careful. This is bottlenecks. There are so many bottlenecks will come into picture. There are so many things will come into picture. Now, in some other in the next one class, I will explain those bottlenecks. What are those bottlenecks you have come across during the execution of the project. Now, with photographs, I will tell you. I will show those things. Isn't it? Now today, now these are the available. Now this is another. The following are some of the important points which has to be considered at the stage of technical planning. Now, availability of site. That is already I told you that. Now, first we should get the site, clear site. Isn't it? Whatever the procedure, site should be first clear. Then the project engineer, project manager should go to the site and he has to acquire. Isn't it? It has to be. Now, unless you site availability, we can't proceed. This is not. There will be time lapses. Unnecessarily, we are losing the time. Therefore, before commencement of the project, first go and visualize the type, that is site should be clear. This is not. Site should be clear, and availability of stores, that is job planning, that one should do that, and availability of labor, that is also should be procured in time, right time. And similarly, availability of equipment and plants. All these things should be organized. Technically, we have to organize this to the site by preparing the job planning. You organize all these things, then we can commence the project. Otherwise, unless procuring all these things, if you go to the site, unnecessarily you need to pay the job salary for the your sub staff. That leads to the that increase of the cost of the project. That increases the project cost. Therefore, very carefully we need to plan this. That is various stages of planning. A plan showing that is we have discussed about this. And now we discuss about the tender now. Now tender. Now what exactly the meaning of tender? Isn't it? Now according to me, according to what I have understood, I am doing it. So in tender is a document prepared by an expert. Tender is a document prepared by an expert to procure or build the project, isn't it? To procure the materials, to procure the machines, isn't it? To procure the bridges or to build the bridges, build the road, isn't it? So it is a document. It is a document consisting of details of the project, details of the machines, isn't it? Cost of the machine, isn't it? Time period of the building the project, the time period when it has to be supplied, the machine has to be supplied, isn't it? Like so it is a document with all the details of the project, isn't it? It is prepared to procure the project or machines or equipments, whatever you want to buy. In the last class we have discussed about this. For example, you are the civil engineer and you are the project engineer. Now, how we are going to allocate the job? It is not possible to allocate the job to your friend. It is not possible to allocate the job to your relative, isn't it? No, therefore, or else you can't do your own. Being an engineer or being the project manager, you need to follow this. Therefore, a tender is a document prepared by an expert saying all the details, isn't it? The quantity of the material, project, location, designs, drawings, specifications, isn't it? Then time frame, scheduling, CPM per charts. Now all those should be consisting of this. The tender is a document prepared to procure, that is to collect, isn't it? ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆ, ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಳತು ಅಂತ, ಇದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ? ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಹರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್? ಎಳತು ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗದೇ ಇರೋದು ಅಂತ, ಬಲ್ಕೊಳ್ದೇ ಇರೋದು ಅಂತ, ಟೆಂಡರ್, ಇದನ್ನ that is the Kannada meaning. Now here in engineering, tender is a document, set of documents, papers prepared by, isn't it? Experts like you, that is engineers, isn't it? Or any whatever you want to buy. If you want to build an industry, you need to buy, you need to purchase the equipments, isn't it? You need to buy so many electrical fittings, you need to buy so other machinery, connected machineries, isn't it? Therefore, we need to know. First, you should know about it. What is to be done? How it has to be done? Who is manufacturer? Where it is available? What is the cost of that? Isn't it? Now, for example, if you want to build a home or if you want to build a bridge, now what we are going to do? Now, first we will go and take the location map, isn't it? We'll go to the site. We'll collect the location map, isn't it? Location, contour map, then prepare the drawing. Prepare the drawing with all the designs, including foundation and height of the piers, height of the apartment, and slab, deck slab. Everything here should be decided, and it should got approved by the technical approvals and also the administrative approvals. Isn't it? And also you are preparing the cost of the estimation. Isn't it? And also you are preparing the quantities required to build a bridge. We need the aggregates, we need concrete, we need the steel, isn't it? We need the shuttering materials, and we need to excavate the earth for foundation. Isn't it? You have to work out this. We have to work out all the quantities. All the quantities. It is a document. It is prepared in a document. It is approved by the senior consultant or the engineer or the chief engineer or the government. Isn't it? Administrative approval. Technical approval. Already I told you that in the government sector, if you want to build a road, if you want to build a dam, if you want to design a high-rise multi-story complex or a layout or a colony, then we need that is money, and we need the people to design. Isn't it? The designers are engineers, and the money who investing the money is the owner, maybe a government. Isn't it? Now in public sectors or maybe a company, like we decide depending upon the project. We can't build the individually. I cannot build the road. I can build the road for my home for a small distance of 100 meters, 50 meters line. But we can't build the road. It is a government road. It is designed by the government people. Isn't it? Therefore, now the document which consisting of all the details. Isn't it? Sometimes it will be asked in your examination. What are the documents? Isn't it? Explain the tender documents. Now what we are going to write? The tender documents. The tender documents are consisting of foundation details, isn't it? Then structure details, right? Rainfall data, that is river data. Now because now we are constructing the road, the bridge across the river. Therefore, we need to collect the data, isn't it? Designs, drawings, specifications, schedule when it has to be commenced and when it has to be completed. And also the document should be got approved. We have in the tender document technical approval. Any senior person, for example, if I am preparing the tender document, you are preparing the tender document, it should got approved by the highest authority of the technical department. Tender document. Because we are working out the quantity of each item. Therefore, indirectly we can call it as the estimation. Detailed estimation. Now, detailed estimation gives you what is the foundation. The foundation is again designed by the structural engineer. Structure is designed by the structural engineer. Now, all these groups put together, we are preparing the documents. The document must be approved by the senior most department of that organization, isn't it? Because we are spending the public money, isn't it? I am one person in the general public. I am an employee of the government. I am an employee of the department. Therefore, we need very carefully we have to handle this. Very carefully we need to prepare the documents, isn't it? That is a tender document. The tender document consisting of design details, that is drawings, detailed drawings, isn't it? Then quantity of materials, each and every item should be mentioned, isn't it? So therefore, please understand. Now, when a person, that is maybe a contractor or any general public, if you get into that tender document, he must be able to understand now what we are going to do it. That is the tender document. Number one, please understand this. Tender is a document prepared by, isn't it? Do you think that other than engineers can prepare this document? The engineers can prepare the document. If you want to buy an equipment for water treatment plant, it costing around 10 crore rupees or 5 crore rupees, 2 crore rupees. Can be prepared by an ordinary person? No, you should have the thorough knowledge about that, isn't it? You should have the thorough knowledge about the bridge. You must have the thorough knowledge of the building, right? Construction of the building, bridges, doesn't it? Then he can only prepare the tender document. Understood? Got it? Tender document? Yes. Suppose if we get into the organization, like the government or semi-government or publicly limited companies, everybody will ask you what is tender. Wherever you go to the interviews, they will ask what is the what do you know about the tender? Who is going to prepare the tender? Tender document is prepared by whom? Prepared by an expert. Don't think that no, the tender is meant only for civil engineers. Isn't it? Even in the private organization or in the government organization, now what they do, if they want to employ temporary employees, they have to put the tender to the general public. Isn't it? They have to prepare how many people we want, how many engineers we want, how many workers we want, unskilled workers we want. Isn't it? See, blindly we can't ask them, you come and do this job. We can't do that, isn't it? Individually you can do it, but as a group, as a company, as government or semi-government, we can't do it. It's not possible to do it. Because we have to follow the set of rules governed by the government or the company. Isn't it? And now, see, now these are some statements taken from the net. I have downloaded. I have taken to show you that in the net. Know what is that? And also, see, please understand the offer. That is, I am giving the offer to the general public. Now I am the engineer. I am the civil engineer. I am the project engineer. Now the documents are prepared. Set of document is ready with me. Now what I am now offering the people, that is who is going to build this. Isn't it? Capabilities. We have to check the capabilities of the people. Isn't it? The people means the group of people, that is expert, that is contractors or suppliers. I am offering. Isn't it? Sometimes what happens, for larger projects, we will call this as, that is tenders, or tender document, that is contractors. Sometimes material suppliers. Sometimes we will call it as tender, and for small things we will call this as that is quotations. Isn't it? Quotation. Now we are calling the quotation means no, we don't know the price in the market. We want to buy few equipments, or let us assume that we are buying 10 chairs or 20 chairs or 100 desks. Then what we will do? We are going to call the quotation. Now it is published in the newspaper. It has to be published. First I have to prepare. Being a administrator of any organization, now I want to buy 20 chairs. Now you must specify the chair details, specification. Now I want a chair of 2.5 foot, 18 inches above, right? And 1.5 foot, it is made out of wood or something, whatever you want, you prepare the document. That is specification of the material. Then you can you offer that to the public, who are manufacturer or supplier. Now you will let him participate in it. I will come to that later, isn't it? Now this is, you please understand the document. Now I think these are the tender document, tender, isn't it? Yes, this is another statement. I have taken this from the net again. Now, a tender is usually publicly announced to suppliers for the needs of services and products. Needs of services or products. That is to buy the products or to get the product, to get the machineries or to get the material or to procure the bridge or to procure the road or whatever we want. This is another statement. Now here, pre-tender process and post-tender process. Sometimes it will be asked in the examination for 10 marks. Pre-tender process, explain what is the difference between the pre-tender process and post-tender process. So please remember, pre-tender process and post-tender. Now I think you hope that you understood what is tender. Isn't it? Tender is a document prepared by experts, isn't it? Prepared by an expert. Got it? Now, pre-tender process and post-tender process. It is done by the engineering office. Pre-tender process. See, in simple term, I have mentioned here, from initialization of the project to the receipt of the tender from bidders. Now let us understand bidders. Who are those bidders? Sometimes you may be knowing that is Haraj hakudu anta kelidira neevu. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹರಾಜು ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಿಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹರಾಜು ಹಾಕುದು ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಸವಾಲು ಅಂತ. ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಸವಾಲು 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಬೆಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, 5,000 ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಸವಾಲು 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಆಗ ಬಿಡ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, he will offer his rates. ನನಗೆ ಇದು 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ 1,000ಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಬೆಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, 2,000 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. No, they are called bidders. Those who are participating in buying the bid or the tender, to buy the tender. Bidders are the participants to buy the tender. All cannot buy the tender. See, in your panchayat village, maybe a small thing that we can put it for tender. Whereas, now in the government sector, to procure a bridge, to build a bridge, or to procure a water treatment plant, isn't it? No, we can't bid it in the market. We can't so open. No, there is a procedure for it. Now let us understand what is the procedure, isn't it? Now here, from the initialization of the project, now I will explain clearly. Now please understand. Whenever you speak about the project, now let us assume that we are constructing the bridge. Whenever we constructing the bridge, it starts from scratch. Scratch means somebody will ask you to go to the site, that is our administrator, like IAS officer or minister or any elected members. They will ask you to go to get that. Now, therefore, first you will go and look at the project. Then you will take the initial survey. Then you will prepare the tentative cost of the project. It will be submitted to the higher authorities. It got approved and money is sanctioned for that project. Then after sanctioning the money, that is budget, even they give the budget to that project. Then the engineer again will go to the site and he will conduct the detailed investigation. Detailed survey, then detailed drawing, detailed estimation, detailed specifications, and pros and cons, and duration of the time required to do that job, and money required to do that bridge. How many days we want, how much money we want. Now all these things will be prepared. After preparing the document, this document is again got approved by the senior engineers of the organization, isn't it? And also the administrator. One is technical approval, the other one is administrative approval. See, then document is ready now, isn't it? That till then, that is the tender document is ready now. Isn't it? Tender document is ready. Now it is now announced in the newspaper. Now after this, we are going to announce this in the newspaper. Now you can read this carefully. You see, I have taken 3, 4, 5 photographs. Now you can understand. You can look at this short-term tender. That is, you see in now in notice inviting tender through e-procurement portal only. Now earlier everything was under manual. Now electronic media. Now through the electronic media. That is e-tendering. Manual tender and electronic media tender. E-tender. We have the difference between these two. Earlier we used to put it in the cover. Now I come to that. Now this is the few photographs I have taken. Now we are announcing this in the newspaper. After the document got ready, do you know now what are the documents we have? We have the documents related to the project from the beginning to the execution level, isn't it? It is approved by our technical board, technical committee and got approved by the administrative committee, then we are going to put this to the newspaper. ನಾವು ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ 10 ಕೋಟಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಉಂಟು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅಗೇನ್ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದಾ? ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಇನ್. Can you become contractor? Can I become the contractor? Again, there is a qualification for those contractors. Participation means now we are buying the tender. We need to buy the tender. Who can buy the tender? The bidders can buy the tender. The bidder means contractors can buy the tender. Now this is in the document. It is all now. The job is construction of the bridge. The job is building the bridge, isn't it? The cost of the bridge is 10 crores. Now we have put this tender to the general public. Those who wish to build the bridge, those who have qualification, those who have capabilities, they can come and do the bridge. You can construct the bridge, isn't it? Now the bridge will comes into reality year afterwards. Now till now, at this point, it is pre-tender process. Isn't it? Pre-tender process means what? Again, pre-tender process is up to announcement, isn't it? Announcement in the paper, isn't it? One more stage is there for the pre-tender, isn't it? Now the document is prepared by experts. It is got approved by all the authorities, like administrative authority, technical authority. Or once it got approved, everything. Now we are published in the newspaper. We are building the bridge. Anybody wish to build? Anybody, the competitors are there. Any bidders, you can participate in. Isn't it? Therefore, contractors, qualified contractors, please understand. Qualified contractors. There is a limitation again in the contractors. We have class A, class 1, class 2, class 3, and class 4. Isn't it? Class 4 contractors can take up the job up to 50,000 rupees. In the present scenario, in Karnataka, we have the rules like if class 4 contractor, he can take up the job up to 50,000 job. Therefore, they will mention it very clearly what type of contractors can participate here. So you can look at this here. Now we are mentioned here. Now you can see this. Now for class 1 or class 2, they will mention it. Class 2 and above, class 1 and above, they will mention it in the announcement. They will mention it. That is eligible contractor. Now we cannot see this. You can go through this weekly letter. Now it is published in the today newspaper. Now you can see hundreds of tenders every day announcing it. Now I suggest our students, please kindly read the 10 tender notices today itself. If you read these 10 tender notices today itself, now definitely you are able to understand so many things related to tender notice. Now therefore, tender notice. Now we have announced this. It is published in the notice published in the newspaper. And in the newspaper, please see this. Now all the dates are mentioned here. Isn't that? Last date for tender information for inquiries. Now, once it is announced in the newspaper, all the dates are clearly mentioned here. You accordingly, the contractor must follow this. Sometimes it is very small information we have here. Then go to that website and find out. Go through the details of that project. If you go to the website of this concern related website, you can find out what is available there. That will give you whatever I said now. A tender document is fully uploaded. You will get the location, you will get the drawings, you will get the estimation, everything is there available there, including the quantities of each item. You will get it. You go through that, carefully study that. If you are eligible to participate, no, definitely you can get into that. Therefore, we have qualified contractor. Therefore, it means when I am saying this, it is qualified contractor, then please understand there is a qualification fixed for each level contractor. Each level contractor, class 4, isn't it? Class 4 contractor, anybody can become participant. Anybody can become, isn't it? With the minimum requirement. Now, please understand. Now, to become a contractor, there is a qualification. Anybody can become who are capable of building the projects. Yeah, maybe small project, maybe bigger project. Everybody has got there. There is a qualification for that. Number 1 for class 4. Class 4 contractor, the minimum requirement, you must get registered in that is service and sales tax department. You should get a permission letter. Isn't it? Permission letter means you got registration certificate. And number 2, in the department, public works department, or in the local, any department, in the local authority, you need to submit an application and your name must be registered in the offices, government sector. Then you will become the contractor. To become a contractor, you need to submit, one is application, and there will be some nominal fees, and you need to along with the application, you need to submit that is the bank solvency certificate. That is, banker has to authorize. Wherever you have the bank, your account, you go there, and for a respective money, so each level of contract, you should have some money in your bank account. The bank manager will issue a solvency certificate. Doesn't it? One is solvency certificate, the other one your registration certificate from the service and sales tax, and then submit a letter, application to the relevant department. Any department, we have a number of departments. Authorized department, municipalities, corporations, public works department, national, you go on, register your name to become a contractor. Now, depending upon your experience, depending upon your capabilities, financial capabilities, depending upon your other resources like equipment, quarry, men, material, and engineers you have, depending on the size of your company group, you will be qualified to participate in the tender process. The class 4, I told you that you can go as of now. You can go and participate up to 50,000 rupees worth. Isn't that? 50,000 worth contract you can buy and do the job. And similarly, if you want to become a class 3, now you must serve as class 4, and again you need to submit the same documents. Next year you can become. Isn't it? Now your qualification will be upgraded. Now last year being a class 4 contractor, now you are handled up to 50,000 rupees work job you have done it. In next year in the class 3, you can go up to 1 lakh rupees. The minimum to procure the tender or to get a tender to do the job of 1 lakh rupees, the previous qualification is 50,000 rupees. Isn't it? If you complete the 50,000 rupees without any hindrances, you are eligible to participate in 1 lakh rupee work. Isn't it? Now the second year, your contractor qualification will be upgraded depending upon the previous financial handling situations and the project handling, how you have handled the project, and how much quantity of the project you have handled. Now based on that, you will be upgraded. And you are fortunate being a civil engineer. Now you can directly become the class 3. You need not go and register for as a class 1, class 4. Then class, straight away you can get registered as a contractor in the second level, that is class 3. Now when you come to the class 1 and above, now you must have the equipments, your own equipments. You must have the sufficient money. You must have got registered from the income tax paid, that is returns to be submitted to for your upgradation, isn't it? Now even in class 4 also, you need to get a certificate from that is income tax filing returns need to be submitted even for these are the documents required to become the contractor, isn't it? Now we are in the pre-tender and post-tender process. Now pre-tender process from the beginning to that is we have announced in the paper. Now the qualified contractors they will put their rates, isn't it? They will put their, it is a closed tender. Please understand that it is a closed tender. Now there are many contractors participating to buy the tender. Now already I told you that we are constructing the bridge. The cost is 10 crore rupees project. Isn't it? It is announced in the newspaper. Now the participants very closely watch. The contractors very closely watch. They will go to the website. They will go through the drawings and they will contact the relevant people to understand what is the drawing, how you have to read, what is the time, any short information is there. You go to the concerned office and get the information, and also you can go to the site, you can visualize the site, and also you can access the quantity of material availability, isn't it? People availability. Whatever we prepare, the engineers will prepare the document in the similar manner. The contractor participants also they will assess everything. Now otherwise, the project will suffer or the contractor will suffer. Now therefore, they will go and look, they will visualize everything at the site. They will keep talking to the people around him, and the qualification he should have the engineering group. It's compulsory. If you are a class 1 contractor, you must have the engineering group. You must have the office. You should have your own equipments. Before participating in that, you need to submit all these documents. Previous document, that is last year. Suppose if you have done the qualification, if you have done the similar project, they will ask. You need to submit an application for a certificate from the other department or the same department, isn't it? And your financial situation, that is your income tax return, will say how you are. Your financial situation will be that decides your level of, they will go through this and they will collect the information, then they will participate. They will participate in they will now they submit their application, isn't it? Now earlier they were manually it was submitted. Now electronically they are submitting their rates. Now for example, the 10 crore project you have estimated and you are offering the people who will eligible to become or who will going to build our bridge. Then what is happening here at this point of time? Now the contractor is also an intelligent person. Now he will negotiate. He will go through the project. He will go through the project. First, he will understand the project. Sometimes he will ask more. It is not more than 10 crore in terms of percentage. It is not 10% or 5%, 15%, 20%. No, as he wishes, he can't do it because there is again restrictions are there. No, blindly. Suppose if a contractor ask for 20% more, the engineer or the group of engineers, the concerned office cannot give it because they have no right to give that so much money that is more than the cost of project cost. Even blindly we cannot put even less also. That is also trouble, isn't it? It is a 10 crore project. It is prepared by the engineering group of the department. Now therefore, we can't. We are now the contractor cannot play according to his wishes. Now he can Anybody, any number of contractors can participate, and they can ask more. They can ask more, and they can even ask less. That is called quote. We are the contractors are quoting, our tenders are quoted. That is, they are quoting more than 10%, 5%, or somebody quoting 5% less, 10% less. Like they will participate. And you see, we have mentioned here. What is it mentioned here? Details of opening, financial bid, technical bid, isn't it? Now they will number of contractors will participate in that. And now according to the dates mentioned here, now their tenders are open. They are opening it, isn't it? Now as soon as we receive the quotations for the tender, announced tenders, let us assume that the 10 contractors are participated in that. Let us assume that 10 contractors or 5 contractors are participated. One fellow is asking, one contractor is asking 10% more, another contractor is asking 2% more, another contractor is asking 2% less, another contractor is asking 5% less, like they according to their wish and their capability. Their capability means their financial power, the work capability, machines, resources, isn't it? Construction resources. Now, depending upon that, they will participate, isn't it? It is a secret, it is a closed tender, isn't it? Nobody can open it till that date. The officer, the executive engineer, or the superintendent engineer, or the chief engineer, or the concerned engineer has to open that. He has got that is secret code, isn't it? Password and ID. He has to open on that particular date, isn't it? Particular time, not only particular date, particular time. They have mentioned here. Even time also they have mentioned here, isn't it? Now everybody should follow the rules and regulations. This is governed by the government, stipulated by the government. Every contractor, engineers, everybody should follow this, isn't it? Otherwise, there will be a conflict. And see, after now till the tender opening, the pre-tender process, till the tender receipt, the department received the tenders, isn't it? Quotations from the people, contractors. Till then, it is a pre-tender process. Initialization to receipt of tender, isn't it? Receipt of tender means what? Submission by contractors. Submission by contractors. Till then, it is a pre-tender process. After this, post-tender process. Post-tender process means then after opening the tender, a comparative statement will be done by the engineers. Comparative statement. Now let us assume that there are 5 or 6 contractors participated. Now we are preparing the comparative list. Number 1, agency or the contractor number 1. He has quoted 10.25 crores. And number 2, contractor quoted 10.4 lakhs. Isn't it? 10.4 crores. And number 3, contractor quoted 9.85 lakhs crores. And similarly, the 4th one has quoted 9.5 crores. And the 5th one quoted 10.5 crores. Now they will prepare the list, isn't it? It is called comparative statement. Each person, the contractor, according to their capabilities, they will submit their quotations, isn't it? They will bidding their tender. Now after opening, people will know that. But strictly speaking, it should be opened in front of the contractors. But if the contractors don't come or not, they are not attending also, the officials will take their course of action. They don't wait for the arrival of the contractor. Whoever may be there, in their presence, it will be opened. Isn't it? The receipt of the contract, the bidders, the tender is pre-tender process. After this is comparative statement. from comparative statement to the completion report. Now you understand that is a post-tender process. Pre-tender process is one, isn't it? Now up to receiving the tenders, and after receiving the tenders, the post-tender process will start. Then it is a different area. Now in the post-tender process, the process involved. Now we have prepared the comparative statement. The comparative statement is prepared. Now this comparative statement is scrutinized by the group of engineers. They are scrutinizing the capabilities of the contractor. Group of engineers, they are scrutinizing the comparative statement. Now the capabilities of the contractor, resources, how much he has, and also they are verifying their previous, their previous work done certificates. They will go through everything, isn't it? Now, if he very strictly speaking, now who is eligible for the getting the contract? Who is eligible now? The eligible person contractor is who has quoted 9.5 crores. Who has quoted 9.5 crores, he is the eligible contractor. He should get it. But it is a discussion of the engineering group to decide whether to give that fellow work to the contractor, or can we reject it, or can we modify this, or we can call again retendering, like the process. Now this is the process we have. See, after scrutinizing, now we ask the contractor, that is the last L1, the person who quoted 9.5 crore is the L1. We are calling lowest one. And the person who quoted 9.85 crore is L2, isn't it? The person who quoted 10.5 is L3, like Again, now you have to scrutinize their capabilities, contractors' capabilities. Then we can reject. The engineer group can reject anybody at any time. Here, the engineer group or executive engineer or superintendent engineer, like they have the capacity, they can reject it anytime. Isn't it? Now, after scrutinizing, they will get into an agreement between the contractor. They will decide who is the eligible contractor. Then after deciding the eligible contractor, they will get into the agreement between the department and the contractor. And then after getting the agreement, a work order will be issued. A work order, that is, the department issuing the work order. That means now you can start the job. Isn't it? Then the second stage, that is the post-tender process. Now this is from here the post-tender process starts. The post-tender process means that is opening of tender, then making the comparative statement, then getting to the agreement between the contractor and the department, then issue of the work order, then handing over the site, then marking, then commencement, work commencement, then continuous investigation, supervision, isn't it? Then preparing the bills, making the payments, part payments, isn't it? Now till the end of the job. Then at the end, for the satisfaction of the department and for the satisfaction of the owner, now he has to complete the job. Then a certificate will be issued. The work is completed satisfactorily. Then he will get the final money, isn't it? Now this is the post-tender process and pre-tender process. Now this is the difference between these two. Now please note the difference between the post-tender and pre-tender process. Sometimes it will be asked in the examination for 10 marks. Okay. Then I think we have discussed about this eligible participants, and yes. Now eligible participants in the tender. We'll discuss a little more about this, and also the types of contract. The different types of contracts, and who are eligible to participate. Now, I will explain little more about all these things in the next class. Till then, Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you.